Okay, so today we're going to be doing some movement for the lower body. We're going to be working on the muscles in the front and the back of the thigh, and also the inner and outer thighs as well. In terms of equipment, you're not going to really need anything for this if you don't want to. If you're taking it gently, in fact, let's say just a mat and a cushion. You can even do this from bed if you wish. The choice is yours. As always, go slowly, take it gently. If you need any breaks, take them. We're going to just do 2 or 3 reps of each movement today. We're going to start down on our backs, and we're going to have the legs bent. Now I've got a cushion here under my head just for some support if you feel like you need the same. If you don't like lying completely flat, I really recommend having a cushion or 2 under the head. Okay. So we do this one in RRR. It's a really good one for the backs of the legs and those glutes as well. We're going to start by taking the hands, placing them down by the sides of the body. And for your breath for this one, the main thing is to breathe through it, okay? If you can time your breathing so that you're breathing out as you lift the hips up and breathing in as we come down, then great. That feels a bit tricky at the moment. Then, like I said, just concentrate on keeping breathing through the movement. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking a nice deep breath in. As I breathe out, pushing those hips up, bringing them back down, nice and slow. Now, if that for you felt quite hard, bringing the hips all the way up, again, just make it a half rep. Just come up a few inches off the floor with the hips and come back straight away if you wish. Okay, I'm going to do just a couple more reps. Again, if you feel tired today, you just want to take it gently, just go with a couple, 1 or 2 is fine, okay? Okay, so breathing in again, breathing it out, pressing those hips up, and then rolling the back down nice and slow. Good. I'm going to do that 1 more time. Again, nice deep breath in. As I breathe out, pushing those hips up. If I hold at the top here, I'm going to feel it more in those hamstrings and those glutes. But again, only doing so if you feel good. Once you're done, we're going to rest those legs down and just allow the body to settle. Maybe placing the hands on the abdomen if that feels comfortable for you. Maybe down by the sides if it's a hot day where you are at the moment. Good. So it's really important that after each movement that we do, we allow the body to come to complete rest. Good. A couple of deep breaths, just resting before we come to the next movement, which is going to be one of my favorites. It's called clamshell. Now you can do this one with a thick resistance band if you wish. If you're going to use a resistance band, it's going to be on the lower part of the thighs. So you place it across the legs, not over the kneecaps, just above those lower part of the thighs, okay? You don't need to use a band though, you can just use gravity, and that's where I would start before you start introducing any additional bits of equipment. Let's start with the gentlest version, and that's quite tough in its own right. So again, good idea to have a cushion or 2 under the head here, just so the shoulders are happy. You might need another one. And for your hand, I place it just down, kind of in line with your stomach. So just for some support there. We want to keep the heels together for this one. And we're just going to lift this top leg up. So we're just going to come up nice and easy, only as far as feels right for you, and then come back down nice and slow. So you're going to feel this across the outer part of your thigh. It works the glute as well. So all around this top hip, we're working here. What you can do is put a cushion between your knees. I'm going to just grab this and use it as my cushion for my head. I take my small cushion, place it between my knees, and this time you can lift up nice and gently. When you come back down again, we're going to squeeze that cushion. Wow. And that will actually work those inner thigh muscles as well. So that way you're working the outside of the thigh, those glutes as well. And when we squeeze with the knees, we're going to be working those inner thigh muscles too.
quite small, those muscles, so they don't need a lot of work. Maybe 1 or 2 reps to start with is plenty. And when you're ready, all I'm going to ask you to do is roll over first onto your back, nice and gently, and then onto the other side. Taking your time to do that, going nice and slow. I'm going to turn my mat around so I can still see you guys. Okay, but all you have to do is turn over. We're going to just do the second side, so exactly the same thing as we just did before. Again, you don't have to use a cushion here, that's only if you want to work those inner thigh muscles. And again, lifting that top leg nice and slow, coming down nice and easy. Giving that cushion a little squeeze, just holding it for half a second is plenty. And you're going to feel those inner thigh muscles working. I'm going to go one more time with this one. Now, I love this exercise. Not many people do, as you probably know already. Suzy's not a big fan of this one. But go easy with it. It can feel quite intense. Okay, I'm going to stop there with that one, and I'm going to move on to the next movement in just a second. As I said, really important to rest down between each of these movements. If you need a little pause there, then take it. Once you're ready, we're going to come onto the front part of the body, so lying prone. If you don't feel comfortable in this position, then by all means, just sit this one out, or again, we can adapt it as we go. So I'm going to start in this position, lying on my front. I'm going to take the heel of my left foot and just bring it up nice and slow. Only going as far as feels right for you. So it might be 90 degrees, feels like enough. And then we want to take that leg down nice and slowly. Now, if you've got good flexibility and you want to take that a little bit further, if it feels okay in the hamstrings to do so, bringing that heel in a little bit closer to the glutes, giving it a squeeze, and then coming down nice and slow. I'm going to go to the second side now, same thing. So I'm lifting up, and again, only going as far as feels right for you. So if you can get it all the way to the glute, then great. But if you've got any hypermobility, or if you want to take it gently, maybe just start with going to 90 degrees or halfway, see how that feels. I'm going to go one more time on that second side. A little squeeze at the top, and then bringing it down nice and slow. Great. Once you're done with your reps, again, just come into a resting position that works for you. If you don't like lying on your front, lying on your side, or lying on your back. Again, any support under the head, if you need it. Letting the legs rest down. And again, coming back to that nice, slow, gentle breath. Good. So stay in that resting position as long as you can. Allow those leg muscles that you just worked just to rest, to relax. I'm going to leave you there. I hope to see you next time, guys. Take care. Bye for now.